Welcome back. The former president of Comoros, Ahmed Abdallah Sambi, has been taken into custody amid an investigation into an economic citizenship program introduced by his government. His family says he has been under house arrest since May and was denied access to phones and computers, but an investigation judge has now ordered he be formally detained. Mr. Sambi denies the accusations leveled at him linked to money that has been allegedly gone missing from a scheme to sell passports to fund development. Observers say his arrest came amid a crackdown on opponents of constitutional reforms on the Indian island ocean. Italy has left its Coast Guard ship carrying over 100 migrants dock in Sicily in the early hours of this morning, but it would not let anyone disembark. Police patrolled the dockside as the migrants who had been rescued 5 days ago looked on. Interior Minister Matteo Salvini is not yet given authorization for the migrants to disembark, as he says he was awaiting guarantees from the EU Commission that the migrants would go elsewhere. The EU Commission says it is working on a solution to share out the migrants abroad with Italy's EU partners after a request from Italy. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, health authorities say 55 people are feared to have died from Ebola, with 28 of those deaths confirmed from the virus. Vaccines and experimental drugs are being used to help limit the spread, but the authorities say the numbers is expected to increase. 2 treatment centers in North Kivu province are nearly at capacity, and a new center is about to be built in neighboring Ituri province.
Congo's National Institute for Biomedical Research says a drug used for the first time on Ebola patients, the MAB 114, is working well in North Kivu and that it expects some patients to leave the hospital soon.
Bonjour.
INRB's Director General, Professor Jean-Jacques Riembe, says that 10 Ebola patients have received MAB 114 in Beni and that they are waiting for its U.S. manufacturers to deliver more doses later this week.
Jusqu'à présent,
10 people have already received this treatment by infusion. It's an hour of treatment, and each person receives just 1 injection. All 10 are getting better, and I think by Monday or Tuesday, the first case will leave the hospital.
In North Kivu, the Health Ministry has confirmed a total of 64 Ebola cases, with 50 deaths since the start of the breakout. Meanwhile, security is hampering the health workers' access to areas tagged red zones, where it is too dangerous to vaccinate contacts of Ebola cases and suspected cases. According to a report by WHO in Geneva, as of August the 15th, nearly 1,600 contacts, including more than 120 health workers in North Kivu and Ituri provinces, have been registered and are being followed up on a daily basis.
This epidemic is going to bring a lot of surprises. It is not like the epidemic in the equator that we have known already. The number of cases is going up and the number of infected zones is increasing. So it will take a long time to control this epidemic. And for the antivirals which the companies will provide us, they are ready to increase the doses.
There have been renewed campaigns to raise awareness and inform the public on how to protect themselves. The Ebola virus causes hemorrhagic fever and is spread through direct contact with body fluids from an infected person who suffers severe bouts of vomiting and diarrhea.
Leaders across Africa are looking forward to potential new opportunities that can come about from the upcoming Forum on China-Africa Cooperation Summit to be held in Beijing this summer. Chinese and African think tanks met on Monday in Beijing to explore how to enhance China-Africa cooperation and build a community of shared future for mankind.
At the symposium, participants reviewed the achievements of China-Africa cooperation in the past years and expect the Beijing summit of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation, FOCAC, slated for September, to further promote cooperation between them.
Facing the pick of Western countries' trade protectionism, that is against globalization and populism, it is necessary to study how to enhance cooperation between China and Africa, uphold the current international trade system, and safeguard our stable system that has existed for several decades.
Achene Bukelfa, Algerian ambassador to China, who also attended Monday's symposium, says he expects the African countries to explore a self-dependent development path via the FOCAC mechanism.
As for the battle against poverty, China is a great success in this regard. It has pulled a large number of its regions and people out of poverty. China's experiences are worth studying and learning from by African countries. Of course, African countries must take their own strategic policy to learn from China's advantages.
The Guinean president noted the major challenge facing Africa and what should be done to address the challenge.
At the moment, the major challenge Africa is faced with is the realization of industrialization. The African continent is rich in raw materials and water resources, but needs to know how to use industrialization to lift people out of poverty. China has offered the possibility of having electricity. We won't be able to transform or develop the industry without electricity. Moreover, a country can't develop without roads or railways. Also, there is the problem of energy. All of those lay the groundwork for Africa to transform and develop its industries. So I believe the next meeting will be a big step forward in such cooperation.
Edna Molewa, the Minister of Water and Environmental Affairs of South Africa, also spoke highly of the China-Africa cooperation since the establishment of the forum 18 years ago.
And now we are going to be meeting in China again. Great progress indeed that has been shown. Many of our African brothers and sisters are saying we are now really solidifying this relationship with China. And we just don't talk about it only. It's not cheap talk and talk shop, but it's also about the tangible developments and programs that are happening, from infrastructure development to various other human and cultural issues.
Experts also pointed out that the FOCAC as an international platform is a commonwealth for both China and African countries to build a community of shared future for mankind.
Well, that's it on the program. Thank you for watching. I'm Teniola Shibowale.